good at taking out siege tanks, and the eBay coming up for Flash. And again, Flash's gaming sense, he's probably going for that eBay, sensing that those shuttles are going to be coming in. If they're coming in, they're going to be coming in soon, so he's probably putting down that eBay so he can get some turrets up right as those shuttles would be coming in with that Reaver drop or that Storm drop, which I'm guessing is what Jangbi is going to go for. But we'll see, I might be entirely wrong. Those tanks staying sieged up there just to make sure that those Dragoons don't come back. And Flash now with an SCV sitting there. I don't know if he's waiting for minerals or he's just... Yep, no, he's going to throw down a turret. And now he's floating that eBay, and he's unsieged his tanks. He's probably going to move to a better position to probably help fend off a drop coming in from the south. He's laying down, he's got a few vultures out, and he is probably going to drop another turret there with that SCV. And Jangbi, meanwhile, having a few Dragoons and a Zealot or two, it looks like. He's massing some troops, but I honestly don't think he's going to be able to break that. He's definitely containing Flash, but I don't think he's going to be able to break that entrance. Not with those siege tanks there, and the Flash, though, honestly doesn't have that much on the ground. Whereas we see, more. Oh wow, Jangbi teching very fast, throwing up the Arbiter already, and I think that picking off a probe. I think that Jangbi was allowed to Stargate. Oh wow, Jangbi just teching up like crazy, and I think that when he saw the wall in, he definitely saw that Flash was going way more relaxed. He wasn't going for an aggressive build, and he really took the time to tech up. And I think this is going to be, like I said, I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup, because right now I would give a little bit of favor to Jangbi, just because he has more forces on the ground. And somewhere a Vulture gets picked off, it looks like. Observatory up now, but we saw the Observer a second ago, so that's been up for a while. Stargate producing, probably an Arbiter, since he got the Tribunal. Corsairs are useless in versus Terran. But, Flash has got a couple turrets up, so I think that the big cloak advantage of those Arbiters will be neutralized. He's got a couple turrets up, so I don't think you'll have to worry. Recall is still a possibility, but I think it's a long way off. And he's got the Goliaths out. And really, I mean, if you watched Flash on Katrina, I mean, Flash was pretty much the only one who could beat Protoss on Katrina, which is just disgusting. I saw him take down carriers on Katrina, and so if anyone can deal with Protoss, I mean, it's definitely Flash. But on the same note, Jangbi, if anyone can deal with Terran, Jangbi has an amazingly good versus Terran record, and I don't know if it's just by fluke, because his other matchups aren't nearly as good, but Jangbi just very good versus Terran, lifting out that barracks, and he's got a couple tanks now. But he's probably using that barracks to scout a little bit, push that away. Jangbi expanding again, double expand it looks like, unless the observer clicked on the same thing and I didn't notice. Lots of Dragoons out. He's going to go hunting a little bit with those tanks. He's got about 5 tanks, it looks like, floating that barracks to God knows where. Using a supply depot there, that's probably to prevent the Templar from dropping on that ridge and storming his mineral line. Those tanks are now, it looks like, I think they were sieging. 2 Dragoons down, probably, I don't know what from, but those Dragoons, now accompanied by an Observer, are going to pick off those mines from those Vultures, and really that's just a minor inconvenience. He's just taking care of those so he doesn't stumble on them later if he doesn't have an Observer. Dropship out now. Definitely at least 1 tank in there. And the Arbiter out now, so we're going to see what he does with this, see how well the Arbiter fares. It's going in alone, so my guess is it's going to be a recall. Flash transferring SCVs, and another turret going up for Flash. Flash definitely investing heavily in those turrets. Forge going up for Jangbi, and the Templar are out now. So we're looking at possibly an Arbiter recalling, maybe a Storm drop, but I'd honestly think that a drop of any kind is going to fail miserably. And Flash now on a drop of his own, or at least venturing off with a shuttle. I don't know if he's going to expand. I think he might be going to expand. No, he's coming in from the north from a drop. He's going to change directions, and it's going to be up to if he gets spotted by those Dragoons. I don't think he will. No, he definitely won't. Those Dragoons are just held out there in the middle of the field. But Flash is coming in. Oh, he's probably spotted by that pylon. Maybe he goes around that pylon trying to get away, and yeah, there you go. Dropping, it looks like a siege tank and 2 vultures. Meanwhile, he's going in with 2 other vultures, picking off that probe, and Dragoons and Zealots coming in now to take care of those vultures, so that's going to get fended off. He takes out a whole line of probes. Wow. Wow. Flash definitely taking good. Either those probes ran away, or he took them out. My guess is they got run away, and Flash picking up and leaving, just deciding that damage was done and he didn't take any losses, so he's going to cut and dry and just go in. Observer, very critical on health. Lucky, there you go, straight too close to that other turret, or that turret brought up in time, one of the two, taken out. Observer taken out. So Jangbi is he got the scout in, but definitely he doesn't have that continued knowledge, which is what you want. 4 arbiters? No, 5 arbiters. What is he doing with 5 arbiters? Definitely a recall here, of some kind. Yeah, there you go. The recall, yeah, wow. Those arbiters are probably going to get taken out, and it looks like this recall is going to be kind of useless. In fact, well, he's got a lot of Dragoons there, and he might lose that CC, but at the same time, Flash countering beautifully with those, with that tank at the ridge, and those, yeah, that many tanks against those Dragoons. That expansion's going to get pounded, but he still has the CC, so he can just come back in, land the CC. I think most of his SCVs got away, so he'll be able to come back in with those SCVs, re-land the command center, and definitely make a good. Meanwhile, his drop on the other side definitely didn't do as well as he thought. He dropped 2 tanks, I believe, and they both got slaughtered. But that Dragoon drop definitely failed. He didn't get in probably as many SCV kills as Flash did countering. Jangbi, though, I mean, I wouldn't call either very even right now. Both, countering, I would say SCV and probe loss is about even right now. The only reason I could give Flash an edge is because Flash is Flash, and really Flash is definitely a better player than Jangbi, I would have to say, overall. But again, Jangbi his record against Terran is just amazing. Little bit of confrontation there. He's trying to pick off maybe some Zealots or some Dragoons. He's got a decent amount of vultures and tanks there, but I don't know. Maybe another recall coming in. Yep, here we go. More recall. This time, much better position. Flash is stuck in the middle of the map. That base is going to get taken out by Jangbi. There goes the command center. The Arbiter gets taken out, but really losing that command center, that's 400 minerals versus an Arbiter, which isn't nearly as many. And another command center looks like it's going to get taken out. Yeah, those Arbiters. Oh wow! I mean, fast Arbiters is just, that recall is just wrecking havoc, because it gives the Protoss army, which is considerably more powerful than the Terran army in terms of one unit. I mean, that's where the Protoss